everybody. It's great to be here, and I see some new faces. So before we get started, I want to make sure we go around and have everybody be introduced so that we're not all strangers here. So starting on my left, going clockwise, which is tradition.
I'm Chantel.
The owner and operator, actually.
Director. Fun. Oh, yeah. Thank y'all.
Miranda.
Dean.
I'm
Alexis.
Wendy. Breezy. It's nice to meet y'all. I hope everybody's week was good. So the point of this class, I was really reluctant on getting into it, but we're going to start working with a little mantra work. It's not something I typically do for beginners. People who have been attending my classes, I guess you're kind of already ready for it, but I'm not going to do anything too extensive. So, to get started, a mantra is basically something that you would say or chant. It's a type of yoga, basically, and meditation. All meditation is yoga, but not all yoga is meditation. It's squares and rectangles. But mantra is one of the more powerful forms of yoga because in a mantra it contains an essence of something, whether it's enlightenment, whether it's love, whether it's money or lights or anything related to anything is in a mantra. And by repeating it over an extension of time, you become absorbed into it. And that's how you sort of, I guess, through the law of attraction, as they would call it, that's how you would bring that thing into your life. And so there's three mantras in particular I want to work with today. The Om Shanti mantra. Om Shanti is a mantra of peace. And whenever we do this, everyone's going to imagine something in their life somewhere, whether it's their house, their job, family, their city, the world, the country, it doesn't matter, where they want to invite peace. And whenever we chant, you're going to visualize this thing. And that's how you would sort of send that peace where you want it. Are you cold? You looked a little shaky for a second. Is the temperature okay in everyone? I know it was a little chilly. Okay. After that, we're going to do the Om Mani Padme Hum. It's a very, very, very popular mantra. It's probably the most popular mantra. It's Buddhist in nature, but universal in essence. It means Om to the jewel in the lotus, and it's sort of a recognition of bodhicitta, which is the seed of enlightenment that's sort of inherent in everybody. It's a way of calling out your higher self. And then after that, speaking of higher self, we're going to work with Om Namah Shivaya, which is inherently a Hindu mantra for Shiva. But universally, it's a mantra for connecting with your higher self. It's how you connect with the divine. Shiva represents non-duality, and the divine is non-dualistic in nature. So to get started, we're going to engage the senses while we do this. And it's a better way to sort of rapture ourselves in the moment. And so by using tools like incense and bowls, singing bowls, we can engage our minds into whatever's going on at the moment. So to get started, however, I want to make sure everyone's relaxed and ready. So if they would, please get into a comfortable position, whether it be full lotus, half lotus, laying down on the back if you have to. It doesn't matter. As long as you're comfortable and you can feel that you can hold that position for an extended period of time. After that, I want you to relax your eyes. I don't want you to close them all the way, but kind of stare down your nose toward the tip. Just relax them. As if you were just slightly blurring your vision. Where you get a little bit of light in, but not shut it out completely. Now rest your hands on your knees with your palms into the air. I want you to breathe. Breathe deep through your nose. Try to relax your mouth, but keep it shut. As you breathe deeply through your nose, Feel the air as it passes through the body, toward the ground, at the floor. Feel it at the floor beneath you. And then whenever you breathe out, imagine the air going up the center of the spine, out through the top of the head. And you'll be able to create a circuit of vital energy, prana. Instruct it to relax. It's your body and you have control of it. Allow it to let go. Focus on the space between your eyes, just above the eyebrows in the center of the head. And as you breathe in, imagine the breath going through the forehead, passing down through the body, and back up the spine as you breathe out. Focus on the top of your head, the space just above it. You can imagine a giant lotus flower blossoming atop the skull in all directions, and a beam of white light coming out of the center, going straight up into the heavens to connect with the divine. I want you to imagine a place in your life where you wish to bring in peace. First mantra is Om Now whisper it to yourself. Hear it inside of your head. Listen to it bounce from one ear to the other. See the words flow through your mind, circling it, embracing it. Hear the words like an echo passing through your skull. From one end to the other. And imagine that place where you want that peace. Once you feel that you've sufficiently evoked that peace and placed it where you want in your life, you can open your eyes and come back. Chantel actually has a rough idea. We're going to do some stretching real quick. It's hard to maintain a position for too long. It does hurt the body. So if everyone would stretch them out as best as you can. Don't be afraid to change positions for the next round. In case you didn't like sitting for so long.
You can always stick a block.
Yeah, I don't know how to use those. I just.
In school, we did this a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not as much, and it gives you that elevation on the tailbone. It's really comfortable.
Yeah,
Forget about that.
actually, does anybody want to block?
They're really cool, try it out.
Yeah, I've never
I
sat
mean, you can
on
always take it
water.
out.
I'm kind of old school. I'd rather be sitting in a cave on some rocks.
Try it out. You don't like it? I'll use it again. Ooh. That one? Yeah, you
Thank
it.
you.
You want to try it? Roll up?
No, thank you.
Well,
How's that?
I'll take it.
Or you can always roll a blanket or a
Easy
mat
on
or a
the-
bolster over there.
Yeah, we do have some other things if I like to sit on.
Yeah,
And
always
you're
grab
more
it.
than welcome to lay back as well if you want to lay back. My head gets a little, my blood just kind of drops whenever I lay back. So how did everyone feel saying the mantra? Do you feel your body vibrate with it? I mean, you should definitely feel almost every limb.
I like the high frequency. That helps me so much.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
I have
Right.
problems.
Well,
This is probably the best time for me.
right. Yeah. That's what things like incense and singing bowls, they really help engage the mind. You know, so it keeps you focused. So there's less out here and more in here. It's kind of the same point for having beads or, you know.
I like it. It feels good. I love to have all the elements. Bring in all the elements to help.
All your senses.
Have all the, right, have all the tools for meditation.
So
Definitely.
it's, thank you for sure for bringing this because that takes time and energy to put those things.
Oh yeah, but you know,
I like it. I'd like to go
What I do.
longer with mantras, and I don't know why I don't use them as much until I'm in a class or in Kundalini where we'll do like a 9-minute mantra. But how powerful! I mean, every day in our life we could do. If we did that for 5 minutes,
yeah.
just Om Shanti for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it really does actually have a big effect. I've been using a lot of mantras. Granted, the ones I use now, I've sort of switched to Jewish mysticism using Kabbalah, which is probably the most effective thing I've ever done in my life. But
Good to know.
yeah, well, it's kind of one of those down the road things in the path. You know, sometimes when you first drive a car, it's best not to buy a Lamborghini first. You might want to start out with a Ford Escort or a
That's what I started.
Fiesta. So,
My very first one.
so for the next one, we're going to do Mani Padme Hum. And this is going to come with its own visualization of what I want you to achieve. And to do this, we're going to focus on the heart center. We're going to focus here and imagine a little jewel sitting in a lotus in our hearts. And as we repeat the mantra, it'll open up, it'll glow, it'll radiate. This helps develop doing things, it helps develop our bodhicitta and doing things like speaking kindly to others, working the right job, right livelihood, just being an overall good person tends to help develop this singer in us. And it could really change a person if you're more inclined to negative attitudes or negative thoughts. Engaging that bodhicitta helps to change that into positive thoughts. You'll notice that things become more, well, on the bright side rather than, woe is me. So, fortunately, this is actually a heart chakra bowl, which is really cool. So, once we're focusing on the center, it should have a pretty nice effect. So, is everyone sufficiently comfortable before we get started? You're more about laying back. I don't blame you. This actually one of the music. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So we're going to work with the chakras just a little bit. I just want to get you to the heart. And then afterwards, we're going to go to Sahasrara at the 1,000-petal lotus whenever we do the final mantra. So this will help kind of wrap up a journey. So if everyone would get comfortable and relax your eyes, bring yourself inwards into your body. Feel the parts of your body where you might need tense. From your feet to your arms. Allow yourself to become focused and centered. Now feel the floor beneath you. Become aware of its presence. Where you're sitting. Now imagine a red lotus flower, 4 petals. One in the front, one in the back, one on each side. This red lotus unfolds under you, and you're sitting in it. It's warm, it's comfortable. Imagine a little beam of light slowly moving up your spine from this lotus. As it moves up just a few inches, just under your belly button area, this white light turns into an orange light, a bright orange. blood flow through the body. Every time heart beats, rays of love and light flow up. I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths through the nose and down the body. Deep breath, enlivening the body with vital energy. On your 3rd breath, open your eyes and come back. Afterwards, we'll again stretch one more time before we go to the final breath. Now this time when you stretch, I want you to really focus on your neck. Push it forward, bring your chin to your chest, pull your head back, look at the ceiling, circumduct it, bring it around town. To loosen it up, because the next passage is going to be right through the neck. And we need it functioning properly. Ready for that?
I'm really relaxed. I never say that, you know me. It's working.
Pretty intense meditation. I've never actually, to be completely honest, I don't want to be an egotist, so I'm going to just say that I've never done a meditation like this before, where I started at one point, stopped, did a meditation, and kept going for each little area. I like it. How does everyone feel about it? How does everybody feel? So if this is an effective meditation, I would like to work on it.
It is effective, I think, for me.
Especially when you're learning to hold those stands of attention
Yes.
and to create,
Right.
just creating, it could be overwhelming, but it's still powerful.
Right.
I find it more focused than, you know, my stories I tell you when I...
Yeah, right, yeah.
The singing bowl helps.
Yes.
Focus.
So magical.
Isn't it?
Yeah, they're definitely.
I love
I would
that.
get one of my own. They get pretty steepy, but
Yeah.
they're definitely an investment to be made. If anyone would invest in them, they're not hard to use. But they are a great tool. You know, one day, oh, yes,
I have a question now.
I have an answer.
Well, it's so convenient when you do it. Can you really effectively meditate if you're doing it yourself?
Not really.
So
I mean, you can to a certain degree, but you know, at all times you're going to be your conscious
You just
mind.
tape it, yeah.
Right, your conscious
It
mind's
gets
going
you
to be
like in
active.
that mindset though.
It
You can just get
does.
yourself prepared.
It's that frequency,
The
I think.
vibration physically changes you. too,
Yeah.
on a
It does,
cellular
it
level.
does.
So
We
even
are-
as you're performing it, you're still getting a
Right.
vibrational shift.
Yeah. By using a chakra, yeah, it still does have an effect on you, but as a meditative tool for, you know, it's not going to help you doing absence of mind or any like real meditation, you know, but it'll help you feel better. Remember, we're all energy, and it does put off a certain vibration, and it does cause an effect, you know, in certain levels of the body. So is everyone sufficiently comfortable and stretched? No sleeping limbs or anything? Ready to go? So for the last one, we're going to take another little journey. We're going to go to the 7th chakra, Sahasrara, just the top of our head where we went to earlier. There we will be chanting Om Namah Shivaya. This is a point of non-duality. And so while we focus on this, we're just going to be focusing on pure lights, vibrant white lights coming out from the top of our head, reaching infinitely in all directions, touching every person, touching your energy. So, get comfortable and relaxed. And we'll finish our journey.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Sure. Oh, which part?
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay, so where we went to from now, kind of taking us through the chakras a little bit.
Or the one we're about to say, the mantra we're about to say.
Om Nama, N-A-M-A-H,
Mhm.
N-A-M-A, Shiva, Ya,
Om
Shiva,
Namah Shivaya.
Shiva, Ya, yes. So this sort of brings in the Shiva energy, and these sort of deities are really just expressions of a certain idea. They help us see certain ideas that we're trying to achieve. And so by saying this, we start to achieve non-duality, and we sort of get beyond the material realm into a more divine realm, into a lighter realm. Is everyone ready? Go ahead and find yourself comfortable again. I want you to focus back on the heart where we were. Just allow yourself to feel the beating of the heart. That little white light on the back of your spine, right in the center, begins to move upwards, slowly, to the back of your throat. As you breathe through your nose, the air goes down through the throat to the rest of the body. The throat is its first true passage. Every time you breathe, feel the air in your as you breathe, imagine the breath coming in through the forehead, and then going down. Whenever you breathe out, the air comes back up the spine where that white light traveled and out of the top of the head. I'm going to take a deep breath through the forehead and bring it down. And as you breathe out, try to breathe out as deeply as you can, and that white light's going to go up the top of the head and then expand in all directions, all around you. A vibrant halo, rays of light. Feel it connect to others and their halos of light. Then you become an interconnected web of being, infinitely connected to all those around you, to every object, to every person and animal. words just above your head in the air. As you hear the words, imagine it coming from all directions, space and time, and spreading out infinitely in all directions as well. You are surrounded by the words. They connect you to those around you. We are also born with our own special mantra. It was a gift to us from people that loved us. They wrote it on a piece of paper and it went down in the records. And this mantra vibrates only with you. It's your calling card, your business card to the universe. It's your own very name. The name that you were given is also a mantra. Sometimes we become so very detached from our own self that we forget who we are. We stop speaking with ourselves. So next, we're going to chant our very own mantra, our own gift. That's your name. My name is Derek, and that's what I will chant, because that's what was given to me. I want everybody to chant their own name, and don't be ashamed or afraid. with life energy. Don't forget to say your name every once in a while to remind yourself who you are. Take one more deep breath. Allow it to fill your whole body with life energy and then breathe it out into the atmosphere. And then open your eyes.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was badass.
This was really good.
I was a little reluctant before to do it, like I said, but I'm glad I did.
Good intuition.
Right.
I'm glad I showed up.
Right, everything happens for a reason.
Perfect.
So mantras can be used in a variety of ways. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands of mantras to use. It'd be good to find one that rings well with you. You could pull from any tradition.